All right, you guys, so today we're going to be switching it up a bit. I know we typically cover wannabe alpha males on this channel, but today we're going to be talking about Mackenzie Shirilla. And don't worry, there's a reason we're talking about this. So I used to have another channel. It didn't have very many subscribers, but I would talk about different things going on in the world and the internet discourse surrounding it. And one of the topics that really caught my attention was the case of Mackenzie McNuggets. Not only because of how tragic and devastating the crime she committed actually was, and we'll talk about it in just a second, but mainly because her phone calls were getting released via a Freedom of Information Act on a channel called Phone Calls from Prison. Big shout out to them. And hearing just how big of a selfish, self-centered, entitled brat she was, with no remorse, no care for anyone in the world but herself, no care for the victim. In fact, she would mock in these phone calls, she would mock and laugh at and call the family evil. They were just absolutely disgusting. This was beyond comprehension, beyond anything I could even imagine. So I had started reacting to these phone calls on that other channel because of how chilling they actually were. And suddenly the other day, I started receiving messages from different people saying that they had seen me on the Netflix documentary that was recently released on this case called The Crash. So it was just so weird seeing myself on Netflix and seeing this case pop up again and start to go viral once more. But that's neither here nor there. This isn't about me whatsoever. This is about two innocent victims and their families who have been devastated by this tragedy and continue to be victimized, and I would say just, forced to go through hell because of Mackenzie McNuggets and her family. So for those of you who don't know, Mackenzie McNuggets was sentenced to 15 years to life for intentionally running her car into a brick wall going 100 miles per hour, resulting in the very tragic death of her boyfriend Dominic Russo and his friend Davion Flanagan. So I wanted to share one of these phone calls with you today because I feel like it's important for everyone to hear just how unbelievable they are, because once you hear them, you really start to understand how somebody could do something like this, how something like this could actually happen. It's kind of like an inside look of like the making of a murder in a sense, because even though Mackenzie is the one who actually committed the murder, I would argue that her parents are equally as responsible. They're just as awful as she is. I mean, no, they didn't kill anyone, but they enabled and protected her behavior every step of the way. They created the monster that she is today. Her parents raised her to believe that she can do no wrong. No matter what she does, her behavior is always excused, defended. In their eyes, she is always the victim. I know this word gets thrown around a lot, but she is so narcissistic, and I believe it's because of them. I don't even know if that's how narcissism works. I don't know if it's like a learned behavior, but regardless, she has been raised to believe that she is the most perfect person in the world, so much so that in these phone calls, you can literally hear her say to her mother that she is the prettiest girl in prison, because that's, of course, what matters, right?
Like, I'm like the prettiest person here. Like, I feel bad even saying that, but like...
So instead of these dumbass parents holding her accountable, they coddle her, they spoil her, they defend her, they make excuses for her, and basically treat her like the whole world revolves around her. They even get mad that, she's not getting special treatment in prison. So, it's really no surprise that she grew up believing that the rules don't apply to her and that she can just go around murdering people with no consequences. But the mother is just the absolute worst. Actually, that's not true. Her father is just as despicable, but you just don't hear him speak that often because in these phone calls, she's mainly speaking with her mother. Hey guys, so while we're on the topic of her poor excuse of a father, after filming this, I realized that a lot of the focus has been on the mom, which is completely deserved in my opinion. However, we cannot let the dad skate by unscathed, so I've decided to include a clip of him speaking to Mackenzie, where in it he says that he's so angry that if he had a magic wand, he wouldn't go back and save Davion first, the victim. Instead, he would make everyone disappear who has been against Mackenzie and what she did. Sir, what exactly does that even mean? What do you mean when you say you would click your fingers and make everyone disappear? Because to me, what it sounds like is that you'd rather eliminate the people criticizing your shitty ass daughter than save the life of one of the victims. And he doesn't even mention Dom in it, which I find extremely extremely weird. Something is wrong with all of these people. I just don't know exactly what it is, but for a family who is constantly calling other people evil, they are the evil ones. And it is evident in all of these phone calls. But anyways, it is extremely disturbing and honestly very eerie. Take a listen.
I hope karma comes back and bites everybody that's against you in the ass so hard that they all disappear. That's all I said. And if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't go back and help Davian first. I'd make everybody else disappear. I'd click my fingers and everybody would disappear. That's what I would do. That's how angry I am. They screwed you so bad.
Something's got to be wrong with the mom. She just seems completely uninterested in being a parent. She's like the mom from Mean Girls, literally. She just wants to be the cool mom, which is so weird because Mackenzie McNuggets is just an absolute bitch to her mom. Well, I mean, she's a bitch to both of her parents. She yells at them, she disrespects them, she curses at them, and yet still they defend her.
I have no idea how any of this works.
Like, my judge won't be fucking weird ass man.
Right. Look, I'm not talking about it.
I'm allowed to ask who the fuck my judge is. Who's my judge?
I don't know. I hope it's a whole new team.
As it is, I don't want her.
I would have slapped that skinny little bitch to Timbuktu if she talked to me that way. JK. So you can really see this very odd dynamic between Dumb and Dumber, Mackenzie and her mom. They even have this stupid little secret language that they use to speak with one another. And they'll use it in these phone calls when they're saying something that they don't want anyone else to understand.
Oh, God.
And in fact, the investigators decoded this language when Mackenzie asked to speak with her mother when she had woken up from surgery. So this was after the crash, after Mackenzie had just murdered 2 people. She had woken up from surgery and investigators walked in because they obviously wanted to talk with her and interview her about what happened that night. And she asks to speak with her mother. And in this stupid ass language, this gibberish, she says to her mother, "Can we just tell them I had a seizure or something?" So basically, anybody can reasonably assume that she was trying to offer an alternative explanation, looking for a way out rather than admitting responsibility, because she ultimately was responsible and was found guilty. But don't worry, this language is very useful for them. They use it for other things as well. In fact, they are both Mean Girls actually, and they use this language to mock others and make fun of other people on the phone because Mackenzie is such a bitch. She is constantly talking trash about people in prison when she's trying to act like a hardo on the phone to her mom. But we all know in reality, she would never in a million years say these things to any of their faces because she's like 75 pounds soaking wet and they would smack that stupid little ugly bun clean off her dome.
Yes, there's this one girl, I just really don't like being around her. She just irritated me after she wouldn't like turn the TV down. I just don't ever want to be around her again.
Jeez, Louise Lindsay, shake it off. Maybe she just didn't want to right now. There's no reason to be like that.
Oh, it's 7 a.m. Turn the fucking TV down. I'm trying to fucking call my friend. That shit irritated me.
Yeah, I know. But that's okay. Don't let it irritate your whole day.
No, I just don't like her no more, and I don't ever want to be around her anymore.
You got the forward light switch.
Huh?
You got the forward light switch. Hopefully you'll feel better about it tomorrow. Just shake it off.
Oh, it happened 2 days ago.
Oh.
I don't
so
want to be
what
around
you
her
do
anymore.
today?
I've been in my room all day, except when I'm out with Bubbles. So our number 10 is off. Like, she's so fucking annoying. Number 10, the girl in the room next to me. She's not, directly next to me, but she's, really close next to me, and she's annoying as fuck.
Shut the fuck up. She's so annoying.
Really, it sounds like this, dude. I cannot take it. What is that exhibit when you're in the zoo and you hear those random noises? It's the birds? What is it,
I don't know. She's irritating as fuck, though. I was irritated as fuck. Shut up. And then the phone kept ringing and shit. Oh my gosh. She needs to shut up so I can get some fucking sleep.
I'll have Daddy go in the morning.
She's annoying as fuck. I really hate her.
Yeah, well, some people are just nasty.
Yeah, she's nasty as fuck. I don't like her.
So yeah, that is how she sounds in every phone call, at least 10 times a day. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm irritated as fuck. I'm irritated as fuck. She is just the most ratchet, classless, tackiest, trashiest little weasel. But I just wanted to give you guys some context because throughout all these phone calls, and I'm assuming this one's going to be no different, her and her mother are just sitting there giggling away, laughing, joking, having the absolute time of their lives as if Mackenzie is away at, college or something, rather than in prison for murder. In fact, at one point, Mackenzie's mom even tells her that she's proud of her.
You're so smart and you're so strong and I'm so proud of you.
It's so crazy. She has not once expressed any sort of, remorse or sympathy or anything towards the victims whatsoever or their families. In fact, like I said, she makes fun of them. She calls them evil. It's just so hard to listen to, and I'm not even in their family. But speaking of the family, I do want to give a shout out to Dominic's sister because she has a podcast called the Big Sister Unhinged, and I highly recommend checking it out if you want to hear directly from somebody who was affected by this tragedy. And I also just want to make sure you guys stay till the end because I'm going to play you a really important clip where Dominic's sister, Christina, is going to be talking about her foundation and petition. So the goal is to prevent convicted killers from profiting off their crimes, particularly on social media, like that little gremlin Gypsy Rose. Because if you don't know, Mackenzie is already planning on writing a book. I don't know how the hell she's going to write a book. She is absolutely illiterate. The bitch can barely form a complete sentence, but every time she gets irritated, which happens often, Mackenzie's mom will say on the phone, go write your book, Kenzie, go write your book.
Kenzie, listen to me. When the day you get there, you start writing your dang book. I'm serious. I'm very serious. This is just going to be a good one. Thank you.
Her mom honestly just needs to face the fact that her daughter's life is done. She's done. She's not going to come out and be like Gypsy Rose, even though I think that's an absolute abomination in itself. But at least Gypsy was good at fooling the public, right? Like she had this sad story and gained sympathy from followers and fans. Mackenzie doesn't have that. Everyone can see right through Mackenzie. They know she's trash. She's an absolute loser. She has nothing going for her. She was a loser before she even went to prison. She was always relying on Dom and her parents, constantly mooching off other people. And I do believe that's part of the reason why she killed Dom, in my opinion, was because he was planning on breaking up with her and she didn't want to lose her cash cow. She had no dreams, no ambition, aside from wanting to be a model, and she wasn't even good at that. No. And I'm going to wrap this up, but aside from that, I just think it's absolutely disgusting how murderers think they can come out of prison and become famous. That's literally all Mackenzie cares about is fame, and it ain't gonna happen. But anyways, I'm gonna link Dominic's sister's channel in the description of this video, along with links to her petition and the foundation. So please go check those out. And now let's get into this phone call. Again, this phone call comes from Phone Calls from Prison, and I'll link their channel in the description as well. Big shout out to them. I highly recommend you check them out. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Who's Steven?
Why?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you? I just came across your story online. I'm just wanted to reach out and see how you're doing. I'm Steve. I'm 43.
Holy crap.
I've been on the long side of the law with drinking and driving twice, so I know how being locked up can get. If you ever want to talk or need a friend, I'm here for you.
Okay.
Hello. I'm going to say hey.
Hey, can you ask somebody what the number for the warden is? So messages are working.
Oh, yeah, I have all my message inbox.
So tell me who messaged you?
Hold on, I'm messaging Steven back.
Okay.
So this is what's wrong with America. Everyone has this fascination with murderers and people in prison. It's disgusting. And now Mackenzie has all these idiots writing her because they think she's cute or something. Who knows? It's just absolutely disgusting. But apparently, allegedly, she's getting money sent to her. She's getting money sent to a Cash App, which she's not even allowed to do. She's selling all this bullshit in there. She's breaking tons of rules. So now she's all excited, chatting with her mom because some 40-something-year-old is writing her in prison. And she's like, oh my God, hey Pumpkin, oh my God, so tell me about this. Girl, this is why your daughter is a murderer, because you don't put her in check. You don't give her any good advice. You don't tell her, Mackenzie, no, stop talking to these old ass guys. Stop receiving money from these old ass guys. Stop having people send money to your Cash App because it's against the law, okay? Mackenzie already has tons of disciplinary actions. She's gotten in trouble so many times, and yet she has the nerve to write millions of grievances. She has tons of grievances where she's getting staff in trouble for the things that they're doing, but she's behind bars doing all sorts of crazy shit, having sex with girls, getting in trouble for sexual harassment, all this crazy shit. So I say all of this because this is all a clear indication that she still doesn't think rules belong to her. Her parents don't make her follow rules, so why would she listen to anyone else? Her parents bear a tremendous amount of responsibility for this, and yet still they're not parenting.
Kenzie. It's on the Today Show.
What?
Girl, I'm telling you, they're about to get ready for the biggest fucking plot twist of the century. Right?
What? What did they say about me?
No, it's not on the TV. It's just online, and they're just reposting the story, but that's okay. That's okay, right? That's all right. Plot twist, bitch.
Mackenzie's like, no, why is it not on TV? I want to be on TV. Could you imagine your child committing a murder and then being excited that this case was being talked about on the Today Show?
Kenzie, it's on the Today Show.
Bitch, what? And by the way, for those of you guys who don't know, right after the murder, Mackenzie was still in the hospital and her mother was on her Instagram responding to modeling recruiters or some bullshit, trying to lock in modeling gigs and modeling deals. It's just insane, absolutely insane. And her social media that she still has up, she has hashtagged like Ford models, modeling, all this bullshit. So all she cares about is being famous, even if she's famous for being a killer. Her mom is just trash. Should be absolutely ashamed of herself. Ma'am, just throw her in there too. Throw her in prison as well while you're at it.
Right? That's okay. Write your book. Start writing your book. You hear what I'm saying?
I need my baby book to write my book, though.
I know. Well, maybe I can
I'll start it, though.
You start writing your book.
What?
So, okay, I'm going to write these names down from these randos. That's so nice, though, that they're doing that.
I'm so sad Diamond left, because that's like, man, I would be telling her about this man.
Steven? Okay.
I'm so sad Diamond left because I would tell her about this man.
By the way, I believe Diamond is the woman in there for murdering her own child. One of these girls, and I believe it's Diamond, one of these girls is in prison for killing her child. And that's who Mackenzie is friends with. That's who she's saying, I wish Diamond was here so I could tell her about this man. Like, what?
That was nice. Good. I was going to call the warden today and ask her about,
Oh my God, I got no sleep last night. Tell me why, like, she was just fake throwing up all night. Like, it was so irritating. Like,
what?
So irritating. I'm irritated as fuck. Sorry, I keep pausing. I'll let this play. But just keeping her out. They're constantly gossiping. They're constantly talking about people, talking shit about other inmates. But Mackenzie knows damn well she would never say this shit in front of their face because she would get her skinny little ass beat.
yeah, it's like making herself throw up all night. And I just had to listen to it all night. Yeah, it's like, it was disgusting.
Ew! Ugh, that noise just makes me want to.
Yes, I just had to, like, hear it all night.
What the hell? Why was she doing?
Did she move off the pod? Why is she locked up? What the fuck?
What?
Well, one of the girls that I talked to in here is on lockup.
Uh-oh. Why? What happened?
So, yeah, I have heavily video calls today. I have 4.
Yay! Oh, I hope they work.
I said, hey, it's so nice of you to reach out. I need all the support I get. I'm hoping the truth comes out eventually.
Just say, yeah.
How do you spell eventually? EVEN.
And this bitch gonna write a book? You think this bitch is gonna write a book? Lady, your daughter can't even spell eventually, okay? Jesus Christ. And neither can the mom. These people, dude. These people. I can't. And the mom, dude. The mom just like talking to her like she's away at college or something. Yay! Oh my God. So excited. For what? Ma'am, your daughter is in prison for murder. What are you talking about?
T-U.
U.
Oh, I gotta type it.
A. No.
L-L. No. T-U-A-L-L-Y. Oh my God, I'm so glad your message is working.
I need all the support again. I'm hoping the truth comes out eventually.
And then talk about his thing too. Like, what happened? Do you want to share your story?
Time in jail. So it's scary.
Wait, I didn't hear your last sentence.
I said, this is my first time in jail, so it's scary. LOL.
Yeah.
LOL. This is my first time in jail. LOL. LOL.
You can even say something like, after this, I feel like half the people in jail are innocent.
What? This This is how fucking stupid the mom is. Oh, half the people in jail are innocent. No, lady, they're not. And guess what? Your daughter's not innocent either.
Remember, just don't talk about the case with anybody, right? Because we don't know. He could be a reporter. We don't know.
Oh, I wish he was a reporter. I'll talk to him.
No, you can't talk about the case, though. You just don't know who anybody is. Remember, you cannot talk about the case at all.
I know, especially with randoms.
Right. Or with anybody, but yeah, especially randoms. We don't know who they are.
I feel like half the people in jail innocent.
What?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, I got my book.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, that's a quick turnaround time.
What do you need a book for? You gonna use it as a step stool? We know you can't read. What do you need a fucking book for? Get a Bible, Mackenzie. How about that?
And I did #free cans.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. And he even sent me. Oh, he did. He sent me a stamp, so he knows.
Yeah. Aw.
I'm dead as fuck.
Just remember, they could be reporters, so
Oh, I got one.
nothing about the case.
I need to. Hold on. Somebody is showering, and it just it makes me nervous. Even when random shower.
Why?
I don't know. I need a piece of paper. You was loud last night. Why was you puking?
You was loud last night. Why was you puking?
Why the fuck are you talking like that? You are white as hell. Why are you talking like that? There is no reason you should have that accent. None whatsoever. She's constantly like,
I'm irritated as fuck. I'm dead as fuck. I'm dead as fuck.
what are you doing?
You heard me telling you to be quiet? Oh my goodness, that's scary.
So wasn't she just talking shit just a couple seconds ago about this girl? Like, she was puking all night and like talking shit about her, and now she's all friendly.
Oh, you was puking. Ha ha ha. You was puking. Did you hear me?
She wasn't sounding like that before, was she? She was sounding irritated as fuck. Like, dude, if you're gonna talk shit, why don't you talk shit directly to them?
I know I have this feeling that something's gonna happen. Like with all these people reaching out, it makes me feel like. I don't know. Like, you remember that one guy who got arrested for murder, and he became like a model because he was just everyone was loving his mugshot.
Hell yeah, that dude was hot.
Oh, yeah, he was hot. Oh, my God, yeah.
Bitch, what? I have a feeling something's gonna happen. What? Like, you're gonna become a model? Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Have you seen her? Have you seen this chick? She's gonna become a model. I think she's serving at least 15 years, okay? I don't know what she's thinking. Just because some guy was in there and became a model, that means she's gonna do that? What? Does this sound like somebody who is remorseful? Does this sound like somebody who's innocent, who feels so bad, who's like, oh my God, I just lost the love of my life. I don't know what to do with myself, and now I'm being blamed for this murder. This murder is being pinned on me when it was a complete accident. Is that what she sounds like she's going through? Because she's giggling and laughing, talking about wanting to become a model, talking about, when she gets out, she's going to buy this little house with a bunch of land and have all this nice stuff. She thinks she's going to buy some sort of, I think it was like a BMW and Mercedes. She's talking about all this shit in different phone calls, okay? Does that sound like somebody who is going through heartbreak, who's innocent, who's remorseful? Or does it sound like a narcissistic psychopath?
I remember
He's an
that guy.
actor and shit now. I watched a movie with him in it.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my
It's
God.
called The Secret Society. It's good as fuck.
Yeah, he's hot.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
See, no, he was arrested for murder. He probably didn't even do anything.
He was arrested for murder. He probably didn't even do anything. That's messed up.
Bitch, what? Because he's a model? Because he's a model, you think he didn't kill somebody. He's not a murderer because he got out and became a model? What is wrong with you? This is what I mean. Her mom is so fucking stupid. There's literally no other way to explain it. She's just stupid. And that's why Mackenzie is the way she is.
Oh, okay, I'm so glad I remembered to tell you this. Please, for sentencing, I want you to bring me my dime girl shirt. I want to wear that while I'm being sentenced.
Oh.
And I want to wear my black juicy tracksuit.
Bring me my juicy tracksuit for sentencing? What the fuck is that? Why don't you just wear some coochie cutter? Why don't you wear some Daisy Dukes? Why don't you just wear that? Why don't you wear some Daisy Dukes and a bikini top? I'm sure it won't matter. You're still guilty of murder.
With my dime girl shirt.
My dime girl shirt?
Okay.
I mean, what does it even matter? I mean, she already had her opinion on me the whole time, so I'm wearing my dime shirt.
Black juicy. And okay, that's what you got arrested in, actually, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
Because that's in the bag. I'm like, I know where that is. That's all in that bag.
Perfect.
Okay, I can't believe I said that freaking sentence. People are so gross.
Oh my God, Stephen That is so fucking funny. Like, that
That's
is
very
so
nice.
weird.
It's a little bit weird, so yeah, keep your guard up. So who
Like,
else?
I'm 43. I know you're 19 because it said it on the news. But I'm 43, so what's up?
Oh my God, and these people are paying money to talk to you.
As they should.
Wild. Oh, Paige texted me.
Oh, the chubby one?
No.
The chubby one.
Wait.
Oh, Michigan?
I think so, because she's a mess, Kenzie.
What'd she say?
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so long. It's so long. She's been in your situation before.
I know. We used to talk about it all the time.
Yep. But she didn't get charged. Whatever, we can't talk about it right now on the phone. Anyway, she knows that you loved Dominic with all your heart. And you saw yourself being with him, all the way to the end of life.
All the way until she killed him.
And married and everything. Grow old together. All I know is that Kenzie loves that man with all her heart. I'm so sorry. If you can please send Kenzie my number. Tell her to call me whenever she's ready. I just want to tell her I'm here for her and I support her no matter what.
Did you hear all that okay, or was it broken up?
I love her.
Mm-hmm. And then Stephanie and Tiffany are posting, don't believe the media, don't believe everything you hear. We're never going to stop fighting. #FreeKenzie.
Wait, no, I didn't hear it. Fuck. Hold on, let me turn you up because this bitch is yelling.
Okay. You have 1 minute left.
And hold on, I'm just going to call you back right now.
Okay, bye.
Bye, I love you.
So disgusting, so absolutely disgusting. Hearing them laugh and giggle, like I said, like she's in college or something, and not like she's in prison for literally murder. And then also how they have the audacity to speak about the family, to say, I'm gonna wear my Dom shirt. Bitch, you killed him. And then constantly talking about how much she loved him, how she wanted to, stay with him until the end of their days or whatever the fuck. Yeah, until you murdered him, bitch. What are you talking about? So disgusting. And by the way, I don't know why Netflix did this, but they left out so much information about the case that left no reasonable doubt. For example, one of the things I wanted to mention was the fact that Mackenzie had been casing the street that she murdered the 2 innocent victims on. She had cased the street 7 times prior to this crash. She had no business being on that street. It's not like anybody she knew lived on that street. I don't even believe there were houses on that street. It was on a dead-end road, like in a cul-de-sac, and the wall was at the end of the cul-de-sac. So she had been casing that street 7 times, okay? 7 times prior to the crash. And also, for people that are like, oh, Mackenzie would never do this. She's such a sweet girl. She doesn't have this in her. Well, another thing they didn't say in the documentary was how Mackenzie actually almost murdered somebody prior to this. So she had gotten in an argument with this girl and she pushed this girl down the stairs. And this girl was so badly injured that witnesses who were there said that they literally thought the victim was dead. They thought she killed her. They thought Mackenzie killed this girl, okay?
So much stuff that Netflix did not cover. Gone through like the 518 pages of police reports, things here. So much information in here that was not included. Now, there are 5 major things that weren't talked about that I think are extremely important to this. 1, her dad admitted while she was in the hospital to a police sergeant that this was intentional. It's in here. Why wasn't it talked about? 2, Mackenzie was allegedly a sex worker. There is proof in here with her Snapchat history, not only exchanging videos and photos in exchange for money, but also a conversation that she had with Dom about it and getting paid for a guy to her feet. I talk all about that too. We also, according to documents, hear how both parents, while Mackenzie was in the hospital, tried to silence the friends. And even the father saying to one of the friends, please help me save my daughter. The blood sample that was thrown out or ordered to be thrown out by the ER physician. So then the blood that was tested was from a sample that was drawn 3 or 4 days later. There is so much in here. So while my deep dive covered some stuff, these bigger like bombshell things that I'm going to outline for you numerically, the episode is out now. The friends also saying that she not only used to drive recklessly all the time, but even recorded herself on Snapchat going over 90 miles per hour. One friend even quoted as saying that she would go 100 miles per hour left foot on the gas. Like, there is so much more. And obviously the friends in the documentary of the crash tried to like cover for her wink, wink, cough, cough, Rosie, I'm looking at you. She also has testimony in here where she's throwing Mackenzie under the bus, saying never get in a car with her, and saying how that Mackenzie was the dealer within the group. So again, we're going through all of it. The episode is out now.
It's just undeniable. It's undeniable, in my opinion, that she killed these two poor kids. And the fact that she has the nerve to constantly talk about him, talk about how much she loves him, all this bullshit, you can see right through it, right? But then she has the nerve to post photos of him on her social media. Check this out. So she posted a photo for Dom's birthday, and the caption says, "Happy birthday, Nug. I just don't understand why this had to happen, because you murdered him. What do you mean? What don't you understand about that? I fucking miss you. We are soulmates. We did everything together. We had the same dreams. We wanted the same life. I've never met anybody that would just make me feel so loved and protected." Disgusting. Sad that you couldn't do the same for him. "You would cook dinner for me every night, make sure I'm fully fed with the best organic food. You would love when I smelled bad?" What? I mean, she always talks about not taking showers in prison. I didn't know this was like a her thing. I just thought this was like a prison thing, but apparently she doesn't take showers. "You would love to wear matching outfits with me. You would love to tan with me. I'm never gonna find somebody that looks at me the way you did. I just can't imagine my life without you." What? "I just can't believe any of this happened or understand how you are gone. Sick. I love you so much. You are my love nug. I wish I could go be with you, but I know you would want me to be alive and live, so I'm gonna do this for you." What? This is so twisted, you guys. She killed him. And she's like, "I wish I could go be with you, but I know you'd want me to be alive. I know you're dead, also sad, but I know you would want me to live. So I'm going to do this for you, okay?" Psycho. Psycho. I have no words for it. Fucking psycho. "I will never forget about you, and I'm forever yours. Long live Nug. Hashtag Cosmo and Wanda." Sick. Could you fucking imagine being a mother and having this little fucking bitch murdering your son, and now she's online bashing you and your family and victim blaming, mocking you, and even making pages. So Mackenzie has been making social media pages and allowing people to comment, bashing and slandering the victim and his family. Are you kidding me? And they are allowing this, okay? They are laughing and liking comments every time people are talking shit about Dom and his family. And then she has the fucking audacity to make a happy birthday tribute? What? Are you okay, lady? And you know this is obviously the mom doing this shit. So Mackenzie is constantly calling her mom, asking her to make posts on social media to change her bio, because that's what she was so concerned with. After getting arrested, while she's going through all of this, she is so fucking concerned with her social media account. She's calling her mom on the phone, telling her to change her bio to something like, if they ain't hating, then you ain't doing something right. Some bullshit, right? If they ain't hating, you're doing something wrong, or something like that, right? So basically, like, she did the right thing because now she has haters. So now she's like this big famous celebrity, and she's doing the right thing because she has haters. That's basically what she's saying. It's sick. I'm telling you, this girl, she absolutely infuriates me. So then she has this other post on her social media, and it's like a selfie of her, and it says, "From Mackenzie, thank you to those of you who see through the lies and those of you who take the time out of their day to form their own opinion as to the truth of what actually happened." Yeah, we are forming our own opinion based on the facts and the evidence. Lady, what are you talking about? I'm not perfect. I will never be. But I am not guilty of murder. Like any young couple, Dom and I had our disagreements and agreements. However, I always loved Dom and would never do anything to hurt him, Davion, or anyone else I care about. I will respectfully and peacefully continue to fight for my innocence through the proper legal channels. Good luck with that, bitch. To those of you who speak out on my behalf to raise awareness of this wrongful conviction, words cannot describe my sincere appreciation for your support and for being my voice. Continue to scream, "Free Mackenzie Shirilla," at the top of your lungs. If it can happen to her, it can happen to us. What? What? No, it can't unless you deliberately run into a fucking wall at 100 miles per hour. Like, it can't happen to you if you don't do that, right? It can't happen to you if you literally don't put the pedal to the metal without braking or swerving or anything. Then you're good. You're golden. You know, you don't really have to worry about these kinds of things. You have to worry about accidents, obviously. Anybody can have an accident, but nobody can deliberately run into a wall at 100 miles per hour. So follow, no, we're not doing that. We're not shouting out any of these pages, blah, 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 for the truth. Commenting has been temporarily turned off. Well, I can't imagine why. There is 5 seconds of car data, and that is the only evidence they had. No, it's not. What do you mean? It tells you what the car is doing, but it doesn't tell you why or how. What do you mean? We know how. We know it's because Mackenzie put her fucking foot all the way to the floor. Lack of evidence is not evidence of intent, and there is too much reasonable doubt. Injustice for one is an injustice for all. Mackenzie's support team. These people have so much nerve. I would laugh in the face of anybody who was screaming free Mackenzie Shirilla. I'd just be hooting and hollering. And you know what is so sick about all this? This is what pisses me off. And I understand like Netflix is trying to create conversation, but this is what happens when you leave out so much information, because now people are commenting on these phone calls. I think this was TMZ who posted this, but people are commenting, "Nah, for real, I feel sorry for her. I watched the Netflix documentary and they said she was passed out at the wheel and that's why they crashed. If she's passed out, how could she know what she was doing?" What? No, she wasn't. She was not passed out. She doesn't have fucking POTS. She's not passing out at the wheel. She literally said to her mother when she woke up from surgery, "Can we just tell him I had a seizure? Can we just tell him I had a seizure? You know, no big deal." She did not pass out, okay? She's been looking for excuses, looking for ways to cover this up. She even has said she doesn't remember this because she doesn't want to admit it, okay? She doesn't want to admit responsibility. So then somebody responded, "I don't know what to think. It's a hard one because she's actually been diagnosed with a condition that makes her pass out." No, she hasn't. I guess somebody must have said, like, because I don't see this person's comment, but I guess somebody must have said, like, that's not true. And so the person said, "So you're saying Netflix is lying to protect this girl?" And it's like, no, I don't think they're necessarily trying to protect her, but they're trying, like, it's a show. They obviously want to get views and create conversation. And they obviously did a good job at that, right? Because now everyone's talking about it. I think it's like #1 on Netflix, but they have to like leave it open-ended and not be biased one way or the other so that people are left talking about it. They're talking about the case. What do you think? Do you think she's guilty? Watch this show, blah, blah, blah. And obviously they only have so much time. Like, there's so much out there. There's so much information. So don't talk about it unless you've seen all the information. Don't say she's innocent. Don't spread shit like this because she's not. Okay? She's fucking guilty. And then you're going to piss people off like me. You're going to piss me off, and that's not what I need. Okay? That's not what we need. Okay, so all in all, Mackenzie McNuggets was sentenced on August 21st, 2023 for the mentioned charges. 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, 1 count of processing criminal tools. Her next parole hearing is in 2037. Too soon if you ask me. 15 years ain't long enough. So now let's hear from Christina about her petition, because this is incredibly important. And I just want to acknowledge how impressive it is that she has the ability to take on something like this while grieving such a devastating loss and dealing with this little gremlin and her mother, putting her and her family through absolute hell, a living hell. The fact that she is channeling that energy towards something productive and fighting for actual change is so admirable. And it just shows, you know, the difference in these people. You know what I mean? It's crystal clear what kind of people the Russos are, and even Davion's family as well, just like have shown such grace and strength throughout this whole thing. And then you look at the fucking McNuggets, it's just night and day. So I just have an immense amount of respect for the 2 victims' families, but especially for Christina. I could go on, but I really respect her. So let's listen to this clip and hear what she has to say.
So, the petition is going to be Dom and Davion's Law, Victims Before Influencers. It's modernizing the Son of Sam's Law. So the issue with the Son of Sam's Law is it was written in the 70s, you know, and it was about a serial killer, like, not earning money off of his crime. But back when it was written, that was covering like books, newspaper articles, and movies, because there was no internet, social media, crypto, GoFundMe's. The law doesn't cover any of these, like the new digital era or any of the this new technologies and ways of funding criminals. So the victims before influencers is that no victim's family should have to watch the person who killed their loved one turn that crime into attention, which is all Kenzie cares about. That's very much her. So turn any crime into attention, followers, donations, sponsorships, merchandise, paid interviews, documentaries, social media income, or other personal benefits. If you listen to her calls, the way they laugh about her being famous is vile and disgusting. It's creepy and dark. I feel it gives me the creepiest feeling listening to them laugh about becoming famous for killing Dominic. Have you heard that?
Oh, we've heard it. We've heard it. So yeah, they're constantly laughing and giggling about how Mackenzie is famous, bragging about how this case has now made it to the UK. And the way they talk about it, they're just like,
Oh my gosh, Kenzie, it's in the UK.
oh my God, you're on the Daily Mail or whatever the hell. Like, they're so excited that this news is spreading like wildfire. And what kind of mother would be excited for her daughter being famous for being a murderer?
Okay, I got to tell you one more thing.
What?
It was published in England.
What?
Yes.
It's world news?
I think the Daily Mail just publishes it in all their publications, but yeah, the UK.
It's on the Daily Mail?
In UK.
Maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out herself.
Disgusting. Like I said, I don't know what it is with America and their obsession with turning murderers into celebrities. I firmly believe that if you commit a murder, you should not be allowed to profit off your crimes in any way, shape, or form, whether that's talking about it on the internet, talking about it on podcasts. It is disgusting. People should not be coming out of prison for murder specifically and be able to build a brand, do interviews, do podcasts, have reality TV shows, in the case of Gypsy Rose, by retelling the very crimes that devastated so many people's lives. The focus should be on the victims and their families and not on turning murderers into influencers. It's deranged. It's so deranged. And most of the time you'll see that a lot of these murders, once they get a platform, they're batshit crazy. They are absolutely batshit crazy, acting weird online, still displaying very disturbing behavior, like Gypsy Rose, like I keep mentioning, because she's like the one who always comes to mind. She's now online. Have you seen her? She's cutting up blankets. She's slashing headboards, being absolutely crazy. And mind you, she has a daughter now, and she's showing very real signs of committing like very horrible crimes, in my opinion. And actually, funny enough, speaking of Gypsy Rose, they actually used my clips from that channel in her show as well, because I was making videos about her. If you don't know, Gypsy Rose is the one who assisted in the slaughter of her own mother. And now she's like a social media superstar, or she thinks she is at least. And they allowed her to have a Lifetime show. It's just an absolute abomination. The fact that people allowed her to be famous to begin with, that's the problem here. That's the problem. I don't think you should be allowed to have a platform if you've committed certain crimes. If those crimes are like rape, murder, anything involving kids, I don't think you should be allowed to have a platform. Plain and simple. I don't care if that's a hot take. I stand 10 toes down on that, because now what you have is a bunch of people thinking that, it's okay if they commit murder because they can just come out and tell their story on YouTube. Tell their story on social media and be famous. It's crazy. Anyways, you guys, like I said, I'm going to include all links in the description of this video. There'll be the link to Dom's Foundation, to Christina's petition, as well as phone calls from prison. So shout out to all of them. This is just an incredibly tragic case. And what makes it all like the more devastating is the way McNuggets and her mom and her dad, actually her whole family, the way they act. Like, this is no big deal. Like, how dare you feel bad for the victims and their families? How dare you? Mackenzie is paying the ultimate price. She's in prison. No, she's alive, okay? And it's absolutely disgusting that these people are in these fucking phone calls bashing these poor families. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if if this interests you in any way, if you want me to keep listening to these phone calls. They're all so crazy, let me tell you. But if you just want to get back to the alpha stuff, I mean, this can be like a little series. We don't have to like do this all the time. We can focus mainly on alphas and then just do these phone calls every once in a while. Let me know if you're interested in that, or if you're just like, no, I'm done with this. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.